The next incident is October 7, 2009. Mr. Murphy writes, Chief Lanning took a report of a gas skip from Quick Trip. Case was subsequently inactivated with no documentation of follow-up or reason for inactivation. I was dispatched to Quick Trip on a gas skip. I was provided a tag of a suspect vehicle. Didn't match the registered owner. The tag was not reported stolen, was not reported lost. I contacted the register owner. Register owner out of Shakopee. He instructed he had reported the tag lost or stolen on October 3rd. October 3rd. It was then determined that I then called Shakopee PD, advising this tag wasn't lost, it was actually stolen. It was being used in the commission of crimes. So there was follow-up. In fact, I have a copy of the Shakopee police report. It says on 10/7/2009, Officer Lanning from the Belle Plaine Police Department called stating he had a gas drive-off in his city, and the vehicle involved had plates on it that were stolen out of Shakopee. His ICR number is 09002693. He provided me with a Shakopee case number related to these plates. During the gas drive-off, the plates were on a green Ford Tempo 4-door, late 90s. Officer Lanning made contact with the owner of the plates, who confirmed that they were stolen. The plates were never entered in CIC as stolen. Officer Lanning requested the plates be entered as stolen. Spoke with the register owner, Donald Wayne, who stated that the plates were taken off his 1998 Pontiac Sunfire. He was unsure if the plates were stolen or lost at the time. He stated that they were now stolen, advised him we would be entering into NCIC. Again, there's a front page to the report, but my narrative, which shows what I documented, is not there. All that information is on that report. My question is, why is it not there? Obviously, I wrote a report, the front page, which has the victim, the reporting party, and the individual I contacted in Shakopee. That information's there. The amount of gasoline that was taken, or the value is there, but there's no narrative. But I did a narrative. Yes. Also, in the ICR, it shows this information. Brief, concise, but it's there. I don't know why the report was not included. The allegation is not that I didn't do a report, it's that I didn't do anything on the follow-up. It's all documented in the report. Again, I don't have access to that because I'm not in my office.
In the face sheet, it discusses the term inactivation. And I think it's important to define what the term inactivation means for the council. Law enforcement cases can be active, law enforcement cases may be inactive. An active case is being actively investigated. A case which is inactive typically is continued pending further information or leads. The case is continued. Oftentimes, when there's limited information, no suspect information, and other factors, the case is considered inactive. That doesn't mean it won't be investigated in the future. That means that until additional information is obtained, that there's no additional investigation which can occur. And law enforcement officers inactivate cases. They make a decision in terms of, and they make recommendations. Is this case going to be actively investigated based upon what we have? Is it going to be continued pending further information or leads? Inactive. So it's not a bad term. It sounds bad, but it's not bad at all. That is a process that a law enforcement agency decides when it evaluates a case based upon the information and subsequent follow-up, what should be done with that case.
The theft from St. John's Church. Mr. Murphy states Chief Lanning took a report of the theft at St. John's Church. The case was inactivated, no follow-up, documentation, or reasons for inactivation. I took that report on 9/30. Again, there's a front sheet, but there's no narrative. There's no narrative attached. I did a narrative, and in that narrative, it explains that the work was done on this case. The case occurred 2 weeks prior to being reported. The church had hosted a wedding reception, church service during the possible time frame of the theft. There was no forced entry, no physical evidence. I asked the reporting party, which I won't go into, if all the keys were accounted for, and she advised that they were. She also had no suspect information. I explained to her that there was not much we could do with the case, and she understood because of the delay and agreed, and she stated she just wanted the matter documented, and that's what we did. Again, this occurred on 9/30/2003 or 2009. Mr. Murphy never came to me and asked me about this, questioned what we'd done. I'd never seen this issue before. On 7/31/2009, Mr. Murphy writes on a vandalism. Officer responded to a vandalism at a residence. Report was made. Case was inactivated. No documentation of speaking with suspects, etc. It was inactivated by Officer Visaddle. I had taken the report, and again, for some reason, there's an attached narrative to this case and photos. I took the report. The victim listed 2 possible juveniles in the area the night before. Officer Visaddle, the school resource officer, knew these individuals. He did the follow-up. The 2 individuals failed to cooperate, and the case was inactivated. Mr. Murphy didn't speak to me about this prior to any point other than me finding out about it on the 2nd. On July 30th, harassment. Description of event. Chief Lanning prepared an incident report for harassing communications. IR states the report is required. No report was prepared. Yes. This woman has already spoke to you about how she felt about my services that day. Amy Conser made the report, and she also provided a written statement for the council. It says that Chief Lane prepared an incident report for harassing communications. IR states a report is required. No report was prepared. If you turn the page, the detailed notes